Hi, Stesha. Pam Huntington here. I am going to give you some feedback on your course in general and week 2 specifically. I'm looking at your homepage, which looks really inviting. You've got a nice banner, a picture of yourself, your email on how to get hold of you. You've got a nice little welcome, some course structure, all that kind of thing. And I love that you've got to get started here and all of it without having to scroll. So great job on that. I'm going to go ahead and get into your modules. And I think I've given you some information about your start here in your week 1. So I'm going to jump right into week 2. I see you've got week 2 objectives. You've got some assignments. They look like all assignments and a discussion board. So that's telling me I'm wondering where your content is. Content is usually delivered within a page rather than an assignment. So let me just take a look here. Week objectives, what have we got going on? We've got a chapter portfolio submission, some video activities, free writes, quiz. Let me just check real quick. I think that, let me just find you. Yep, it's a hybrid course. So I think what I'm not seeing here is because you're delivering it in class. So I'm going to go back to your modules page. What would be helpful to your students is to have some kind of, either with your objectives or right after your objectives, what they did in class and maybe how things tie into that. So let's go ahead and look at your free write. Answer the following questions in 300 words or more, and they're going to do it in a text sensory box. So again, you're going to probably need a little bit more information. If there was content, say a lecture or reading that goes with this free write, you probably should tell students that. So tell them what it is they should have read and what they're responding to. Maybe it's not, maybe these are all coming out of their head and they haven't read anything prior. So maybe you're going to tell them that this is kind of a setup to what's coming. So you're just getting their juices flowing, so to speak. I would also give them directions about how to facilitate their 300 words. Let them know that they are going to be doing a text box. They don't have to do this in a Word docs and upload. Or let them know if they do it in a Word document that they can cut and paste that right into the text box. Both of those would be helpful. And then again, if it does relate to something you've done in class, just give some heads up here that it's related to what they did in class. I love that you have a rubric that will help students to make sure that they've covered the task that you're requiring. So then we're going on to a video activity. You'll be using your Launchpad account. So I'm assuming that's an outside vendor account that you've already got them into. They know how to use. Okay, watch both videos, respond. So awesome. They're going to do this inside another assignment. Okay, so I'm assuming what's happening is that Launchpad, they're going to complete the assignment in there, then you're going to go check it out and then come back to this assignment and give them the grade that they're not linked. Or maybe they are. Maybe Launchpad actually puts things into Canvas. I'm not sure about that. And again, you've got a rubric. If Launchpad does not link to Canvas, be sure that you give your students good feedback here in this activity about what they did. And again, if it's related to class, just make that notation as well. Self-quiz, again, the Launchpad account. Outside source material is good as supplemental material, but it shouldn't dominate your class. The things that you do in the class should be developed, designed by you, and the supplemental material is really that supplemental. So again, I'm not familiar with this product. Maybe it is something where you are jumping in and engaging with students while you're in there, giving feedback, monitoring what they're doing, and not just recording a score. So be sure that that's happening, that it is that Launchpad is not running the course, that you are actually, it's just a supplemental, like a textbook. Okay. Let's see the next one. Good. Good. So I love this part. You told them they've done a mini activity in class. You're going to research. So that makes that connection to the hybrid class, face to face and to the online. It's always good to let them know, hey, this is what we did in class. Here's how this assignment relates to that. All right. Now so they're going to find some social media. They're going to answer some questions, and it's a post. So they're going to do a post. Awesome. Let's see. Okay, so if you want them to embed the video or clip, you're going to have to give them instructions. Canvas does a good job in having student tutorials on that. If you need help, if you need me to share those links with you, just let me know and I can do that. But don't assume that they intuitively know how to embed anything in a Canvas discussion board or assignment, so you're going to need to help them. I do see that you have parameters for your discussion board, which is awesome. And did you have a rubric? You've got a rubric. Very good. So that all looks really good. And there are your objectives for week 4. So let's go back to, I thought it was in week 2, but maybe I was in week 3. What I would like to see, and this is actually one of the standards, is that when you have an objective, at the beginning, you also need what they call a bookend complement at the end. So you're going to tell them what they should be doing or what's coming for week 3, and then go ahead and do a bookend that says, congratulations, you've completed XYZ in week 3, and here's what's coming in week 4. And you're going to need to do that for each one of the modules. Nothing fancy. You can I pretty much copy the same one and just tweak it as needed, but they're pretty much all the same. But it does let students know, as you saw when they hit that next button, that they are in a new week. Or if you don't publish your weeks like me, that it's not just ending on a blank note where they think they have nothing else to do. So it just gives them kind of that end feeling that they've completed the week, they know what they should have completed, and they've accomplished what you've asked them to do. Overall, you've done a really good job. I'm very happy with what you're creating. I'm glad to see you're doing some non-traditional assignments. And again, I'm not sure about your supplemental, how that works, so I'll leave that up to you to decide and make sure that it's not dominating, that it's truly is supplementing. And if you'd like to talk further, I will be in my office hour on Thursday, or we can schedule a Zoom time that works best for you. So hopefully this was helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.